lot better from the front than you did from the back. I just flew in this morning. I was down in Santa Fe Saturday, New Mexico, launching a team, and was in Albuquerque last night. Put 110 people in a garage, 42 guests in the room, and they looked pretty much like you do. Very good looking, very anxious, very excited, and it's a lot of fun. I want to talk a little bit about, first I want to know who I'm talking to. So if you are a guest here tonight, would you please stand up? Not promoting. A few of the things I'm going to say tonight are directed at you, because we know you don't know what you don't know yet. And she's going to share kind of our statistics, our story, things that we did. But I want to talk about something that is fresh in our minds, that we've all been concerned about, and that we've been paying really close attention to. So just, it was like 4 or 5 months ago, there was an election. Or, oh no, last week. Yeah, last week. Whatever that was. I wasn't watching, but I did go. So, 2 topics. What were the 2 main topics? Healthcare, economy, right? Healthcare and economy. We have been programmed to wait for the government to do or say something that will turn our confidence around to be able to spend money, to be able to take a vacation, to be able to get that iPad for our kids or whatever it is, you know, because we don't have the confidence without their blessing. And that's what the programming has been for several years. And we decided about a year ago that we couldn't wait anymore, a little over a year ago. We couldn't wait for that anymore. What we see, what we watch, you know, we get up every morning, we go to work, we drive by a gas station, and we decide what our life looks like by the numbers on the sign in front of the gas station, right? 329, what is it here? 315? Ooh, that's cheap. No, that's not cheap. $3 for a gallon of gas, that is not cheap. But it's cheaper, right? So we might be gaining a little bit of confidence right now because it's cheaper than $4. And you go out east and it's been like $5 at times. So we're kind of blessed here in the Midwest, right? Gosh, I should even tell you where we're from. From Johnston, Iowa, which is up by Des Moines. So, we came down here to meet all of you. But, you know, we're waiting. We're just waiting. We're waiting for something to change. We're hoping something changes. We don't know what's going to go on with healthcare. We don't even know what it means yet. It's pages and pages and pages and pages that somebody read, that somebody said, let's do it. And so that's coming down the pike. I talked to a friend of ours that's an insurance agent, and he's already having to pay extra out of his pocket as a business owner into this new healthcare system that we don't even have. But he has to meet all the requirements, and it's costing him a lot of money, and he's having to raise rates and that kind of thing. He's having to, it's eating out of his profits. So that's what's going on in our world right now. It's scary. It's uncertain, right? We're not quite sure what's next. And I will tell you that it didn't matter which candidate won, they weren't going to change it. All right? Neither one of them was going to change it. Not fast enough. So we took it upon ourselves.
Hold on, I have a question.
She wins.
Can you guys do me a favor? Stand up if you or somebody you know has been negatively impacted by the economy. Look around the room, it's most of the room. It's powerful truth right there.
Yes, it is.
Thank you guys.
So my background, I've been a contractor, and things were great. Things were going really well for us. We bought our dream home. things were good, we could get almost any work we wanted. So this was 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, we started to see a little shakiness happen. 2007 got real scary, 2008, and that was it. And personally, I failed. I felt like a failure. I failed my family, I failed myself, I failed my friends, I failed my future, I failed my training, I failed everything. That's how I felt. I failed her, and I really was having a hard time. And I became very selfish because I didn't know what we were going to do. And I'm not a selfish person. I love to give. This bicycle thing right here, I mean, this is amazing. You know, we just heard about it just first time tonight like you guys did. That's awesome. I'm excited about that. I'm going to give some money to that tonight. We didn't
even confer on that. We're just going to do it.
Yeah.
We give away more money a month, guys, than we used to make a year.
But living in a selfish place is not fun, you know? It was terrible to have to focus on me and us. How are we going to pay our mortgage? How are we going to put food on the table? How are we going to, you know, keep our kids in Christian school? Because that was important to us at the time. How are we going to pay the bills? How are we going to pay the electric bill? How are we going to keep the mortgage up to date? And all those things. And you'll find out that we really didn't do any of that. Even no matter how selfish we were, or I was. I'm not going to speak for her on that. She might not have been so selfish. But no matter how selfish I got, it didn't work. And we just wanted to, we wanted to give. We wanted to give back. We wanted to help. We wanted to find people that we could help. And so I'm going to turn it over to my wife, Tina, because she does an amazing job of painting a picture of hope. You know, the Madranos talked about it. Dreaming again. Hope again. Because I had lost it, personally. I'd given up on this industry. I'd given up on myself. But I never gave up on her, and I never gave up on God. And I knew that if she partnered with him and he partnered with her, which I knew would happen, that it would be a good thing. So, Tina.
First of all, I want to say I know some of our guests in the room were brought here to hear about a challenge. You were brought here to hear about how you can lose weight, build some lean muscle, maybe add excellent nutrition to your active lifestyle. And at this point you're thinking, okay, enough already. But I want to tell you this. You just looked around the room. The entire room just stood up because you guys know somebody that's been negatively impacted by this economy. You may be thinking, but I'm not a salesperson. Good. Did you see your ambassadors that took this stage? Neither are they. The people that have success here, this is a company that is founded on servitude. This is a company that's passionate about fighting the #1 killing epidemic in the world today, obesity. This is a company that is passionate about helping others. The people that have success here are people that love helping people. And guys, you could be the angel that changes somebody else's life. Because you see, when we started promoting the challenge 15 months ago, we were at the end of our ropes. Have you ever heard that? You know, when you really see God is when you're at the end of your rope. We were 7.5 months pregnant with our 4th child. We worked day and night building a traditional business. And I cried myself to sleep at night praying he wouldn't hear. Because I was scared to death we were going to be homeless when our baby girl was born, you guys. We were in foreclosure on our house. We were behind 5 years on our taxes. It was the reality of the economy. We made the right choices. We didn't take shortcuts. It wasn't enough. And when I saw Visalis, I was blown away by what I was seeing. I was blown away by stories like you saw here in the room tonight. Stories like my dear friend Sean went to a doctor's appointment 6 months ago. Sean was active in his younger years. He was in the military. But when he walked into the doctor's office, the doctor told him, "You need to change or you're not going to live to make 40. When you ask Sean why he does the challenge, he says, "Because I didn't want to die. Because I didn't want to leave my baby girls without a daddy. Because I didn't want to leave my wife without a husband." My friend Sean just celebrated on 2 90-day challenges, 105-pound weight loss. And last month, he started promoting the challenge and created a 6-figure residual income and hit our level of presidential director. Passionate, not about selling shake mix. Passionate about doing his part to make sure nobody in his control, nobody in his sphere of influence loses their mommy or daddy to obesity. You see, what I saw, it's crazy. We were hopeless. We felt like total failures. But if you have that feeling right now, that feeling in your heart, that feeling in the pit of your stomach, like, I don't know, maybe this could be it. All I can tell you guys is it's the time to take massive action and step out in blind faith. We didn't even have the money to get started, you guys. It was a low investment. For us, we knew if we were going to do it, I mean, we were losing everything. We had to make serious money. So we made a $1,000 investment. We had to sell things on Craigslist. I was on bed rest, 7.5 months pregnant. But what we did was focus on who could we help. Who could we help? That was it. We simply played play on a DVD, blend on a blender. We got on the phone. Who could we help? Talked about the leap of faith, making that investment. Clearly we could have paid some bills with that. We were losing everything. We made our money back and hit a level called Rising Star with the company in 19 hours. As you just saw in the overview video, we made $3,000 our first week, qualified for our BMW in 6 days before our product even arrived. We hadn't even tasted the product. We just knew it works.
You're all one up on yourself.
Once we made $3,000 that first week, you guys, see, for years of watching him work and the uncertainty of the economy, we couldn't collect hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars year after year. For years, I prayed our financial provision could come from helping others. Once we made $3,000 in 6 days, is that normal in this economy, guys? Who could you help? Who would be blessed? Who do you know that has a little bit of weight to lose? You know, you help an obese person lose 10 pounds, the American Medical Association says you're going to put an average of a year back on their life. $3,000 a month, we made it in a week. $3,000 in a month, guys, the average bankruptcy could be prevented by an extra $500 a month. How many people could you help? We went from there, all we did was focus on helping people do what we did, right? We taught them to press play on a DVD, blend on a blender, and get people on the phone to hear our stories, or at a challenge party, we called in and told our stories like you're seeing tonight. We had people coming in making $500, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 or more their first week, getting into BMWs. We still do, because that created an urgency in me. We still work today like we're losing our home. Because I know, that was my prayer. You guys are a result of our prayer, and you're not even on our team. We don't make a dime off of you. But you guys, in this economy right now, people are struggling. People are hurting. People are laying awake at night, worried about how are they going to pay the bills. We have watched our counterparts in the construction industry, our counterparts as business owners, our friends lose jobs. We have watched families fall apart because of the hopelessness. And I feel like we have a life preserver right now. There's a light at the end of the tunnel for those you care about, and it's not a train. We are proof. Just by building those paychecks fast, focusing on who could we help, the challenge results took care of themselves. You can't argue with what you saw on this stage. I've lost 68 pounds on the challenge. My husband's lost, what are you gonna do?
40.
And put on 15 pounds of lean muscle.
We've been 10% body fat.
We've been able to get our 13-year-old son off 4 allergy medications, asthma medications. He was the 5th worst asthma case in his school at 600. 2 shakes a day. The kid didn't have an ounce to lose, except when they had him doped up on steroids. His last 90-day challenge, he went from C's and D's because he was foggy, had it all the time. His challenge goal for 90 days was to get straight A's. He did it. He rocked it. This 90-day challenge, he wants to make the B team as in basketball because he couldn't play sports his whole life. He's a little behind. He made the D team. He wants to make the B as in boy team. He plays 3 hours a day, drinks 2 shakes a day. He's going to absolutely rock it. The 90-day challenge is about a 90-day transformation, not about being a salesperson. So what did we do? We focused on who could we help. We hit the level they call national director, which is a full-time income. On our team, the average income there is about $5 grand a month. People, 50 grand or more a year, right? It's $3 to $5 grand a month, I believe. Guys, that's life-changing. That's residually, right? That's life-changing month after month. We hit that in 12 days, just focusing on who can we help. In 30 days, we hit a level called presidential director. At that point, we'd earned 2 free trips. Day 45, we hit the level of ambassador. 6-figure residual income. $25,000 bonus. We had 12 people qualify for free BMWs. And guys, that's an average income of, $1,800 to $2,000 a month, around an extra 20 grand a year, part-time. They're offsetting what? Their 2 biggest financial burdens, right? Their car, their mortgage, and they're saving an average of $400 a month per couple on groceries. Is what we're seeing on our team. How life-changing is that? Now we hit the level of 5-star ambassador. We did that in 8 months. All we did was continuing building paychecks fast, continuing helping people get their product for free because that's a blessing for them, getting started on the challenge so they can have physical results. So at this point, the average income is $68,000 a month at 5-star ambassador. That's just crazy money. We couldn't even see that 15 months ago when we started. But the best part is this. The best part is that we helped 11 people become ambassador on our team. We've got 2 to 3 more that'll hit it this month. They're making $12,000 to $25,000 a month. Like you saw in this room, these are ordinary people. Single moms. We've got 1 doctor, an elder from our church, a Zumba instructor, your next door neighbor. These are normal people that are passionate about helping others, guys. Normal people. That is the best part. Giving families choices, right? We have now over 50 people at those national and presidential director levels earning a full-time income here. They've earned 1 to 2 free trips, a free BMW payment, where they're either driving a free BMW or getting paid to drive the car they drive. Over 200 people have qualified for BMWs on our team now, covering their car, their mortgage, and saving money on groceries. And we have over 1,000 people making $500 or more a month, getting their product absolutely free. We have tens of thousands of pounds lost on our team, people getting off medications. And where were we 15 months ago? We were failing in every single way. Guys, what we are is proof that each and every one of you has what it takes. If you have a passion for helping others, You can absolutely rock this challenge. I was pregnant, I couldn't even lose weight, but my doctor put me on 2 shakes a day for nutrition. I was on bed rest. Guys, we are that proof. Now I'm going to talk about something I don't normally talk about, because you guys have inspired me. And I love the servant-driven hearts in this room. Do you know all these ambassadors don't even get paid for one another? You know, Visalis is more than a company. We are a movement. We are passionate about changing the world. When I think of millions of shakes served, I think that's millions of people that didn't go through the golden arches, right, and get a heart attack and a sack. Did you know McDonald's just reported their first loss? We have something to do with that. Are we part of the problem? Let's face it, we're living in a fast food society, right? So if we can be a part of the problem, can't we be a part of the solution? What we are is proof that each and every one of you has what it takes to make a difference today. Each and every one of you. And I will reiterate what we heard before. I am not claiming that this product is a miracle cure-all. But let's face it. Let's look back over the centuries, right? What has changed? It's our time. It's our food, right? It's what we're eating. It's what we're eating. So when you give your body the nutrition that it needs, isn't it going to be able to heal itself? It's just that simple. We set a 90-day goal, we choose a kit, and we focus on helping people transform their lives. It is truly that simple. So all you need to decide tonight is where you fit in. Are you somebody that wants to take a challenge? My challenge to you is don't wait. Do not cheat yourself and wait till January 1st. Why would you put on an extra 5 to 10 pounds over the holidays when you could lose 5 to 10 pounds? If you put it off till tomorrow, guys, there's always going to be another tomorrow. You need to get started, and you need to get started today. There is no better accountability than our Visalis community and those surrounding you in this room. None. And if you're at 2, guys, that's great. You're not only going to save money on groceries, but let's help you get it for free, right? Let's help you get it for free.
Free tastes better.
And if you're a 3, that just means you see what we see. You do not have to be a salesperson. You need to be somebody that's passionate about helping others. It's that simple. And you know, guys, I mean, you can't argue with the facts, right? What an incredible business model. You just saw the numbers. As a company, we're right now in a time where the #1 killing epidemic is obesity, right? Isn't that a good business model? We just saw Hostess close this week, right? Seriously, were they selling Twinkies on Amazon?
$8,000 a box of Twinkies.
On eBay. That is the world we live in, guys. That is the world we live in. And you can make a difference. We as a company, oh, Ken wants to talk about it. Okay, we're wrapping up. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, I just want to share a little bit with you what the company has done, because that's, all the passion and the drivenness of the people in your community that are making a difference and changing lives is awesome. But you probably should know a little bit about what's, fueling that, right? First of all, I want you to look down and say, I have an amazing body. I have an amazing body. Okay? And I'm not talking about how you feel about it. I'm talking about what she was talking about, that your body is amazing and it can heal itself if you do what's best for you. I just made that up, so if anybody wants to use it, it's $5. Second of all, I forgot what else second of all was. So anyway, I was down in Santa Fe, and I learned something about Santa Fe, New Mexico. Like, Iowa used to be Iowa, a place to grow. What's Kansas? Land of Oz.
I like that.
Okay. Well, in Santa Fe, New Mexico, it's Santa Fe, mañana. Mañana. That means just do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Whatever. Right?
I gotta say, guys, it's serious. I mean, we're talking to nurses and doctors that need to lose 100 pounds. They know better. But they gave up. They gave up.
And
And we're so excited to change that.
And what I can tell you from experience is that mañana equals broke. Okay? You wait till tomorrow equals broke. So the team down there has come up with a new name, Team Ora, Team Today. So that's an awesome thing. They're going to change the culture within a community, all right? And I believe we'll do it. I really do. I believe that. So the company, Visalis, amazing. I can't even. I have to write it down because I know I'll screw it up. 2010, $37 million in sales. Pretty good company, right? $3 million a month. Not bad, not too shabby. I can handle owning a company doing $3 million a month. 2011, $231 million in sales. Went from 37 million to 231 in 1 year. Because of passionate people that want to help. If you do things with the right intention, really, really good things happen. So, won the Direct Selling Association's Growth Award, fastest growing company in the Direct Selling Association. 2000, what's that?
Worldwide.
Worldwide. 2012, as of November 1st, $500 million in sales.
We did more in 6 months than all last year in a down economy, guys.
Doing $65 million in sales a month right now, guys. That's double what we did in a year, 2 years ago, in a month. You think it's a good opportunity? You think people are paying attention? 165,000 people joined the challenge last month. I mean, I don't know about you, but that's enough for me. I don't have to know what's in it. I don't need to know anything. If 165,000 people did it, sounds good to me, right?
Every 30 minutes, somebody qualifies for that BMW bonus. Car, mortgage, saving money on groceries. How powerful is that in a down economy?
The last 30 months, Visalis has created over 700 six-figure-a-year incomes for families. 700 families in 30 months. Nobody else is doing that, guys. Google's not doing that, Apple's not doing that. Any of the other companies that come to mind that have been doing well in this economy, they're not doing that. Third quarter 2012, $97 million in sales, more than third quarter 2011. That was last quarter, guys. That was end of September. It's happening now, okay? We're not standing up here with the story of 10 years ago, right? You know, that guy that made it big in Amway in the 70s, that's still driving boxes of stuff around to people, making a lot of money. That's not this company. Today is when it's happening. It is going on right now. So Direct Sales Growth Award 2010, 2011, both 2 years running. How many times do you see a repeat Super Bowl winner? NBA back-to-back, a couple times we've seen that. You know why that is? Because when you go to the top, I'm there, I did it. It's good, I like it. Nobody's hungry enough to do it again. This company and these people are hungry enough to do it again. So that's what we're doing.
I can tell you guys this, I started getting a little more personal. You know, when I was a little girl, I was blind, literally blind. At age 10, my vision was 20/300. At age 10, God always gave me this desire to do more. I wanted to ride a bike. I was so blind I ran into the back of a parked semi. I knew that God would heal my eyes. Thanks to nutrition. And God, my vision's now 2030 and I drive a free BMW.
She drove all the way from Iowa to New York in rain last night. That's pretty impressive.
But I will never forget, my parents were very young when they had me. My dad was slave to addictions. They were 16 and 18. He blamed himself for my vision and spiraled downhill. He fell asleep drunk with a cigarette when I was 10 years old, and we survived our house fire. We went from poor to destitute. I became an adult at age 10.
He did not survive that fire.
He did not survive that fire. I became an adult at age 10. And though the abuse stopped, a lot of blame in my heart for many years. But I'll never forget walking into my brother's elementary school, seeing that gymnasium filled with outpourings of love from people like you that loved my family enough because we had nothing. The gym was full of things. My family clothes and cooking utensils, and gift cards came pouring in. And that wasn't even my school, that was my brother's. I went to school for the blind. I remember saying, someday we'll do that. And I know every year, no matter how much we've made, we've adopted a family and been able to do little things. I love it when we were able to ding-dong ditch and we'd go to church the next day and our kids would be like, Mommy, they had that Barbie that we gave them, and they're like, my mom and dad gave me this. The most amazing feeling seeing our kids be able to give even when we had no money. But now we're in a position where we do. We give more a month than we used to make a year. And I just want to commend you guys. I know times are tough. And you may not know in this world what a difference you're making in the lives of those little kids waiting for those bicycles. But you are making a difference. And I want you guys to give yourself a huge round of applause, because I know God is using us now to inspire thousands of people. And those people that loved me when I was a little girl, nameless to some of them, have no idea the hope and the faith that they birthed in a little girl's life because they cared enough to give. And what God has done is He's given us an opportunity to change the world here. And so whether you're here to get on the challenge, whether you're here to promote the challenge, we just thank you for coming tonight. Whether you're a 1, 2, or a 3, I want you to walk out of this room knowing that you can make a difference. You can absolutely make a difference to change lives. So we're going to wrap up. We're going to take about 5 minutes. Sorry, I cried. This is truly a matter of the heart for me. And you guys are a part of that blessing for us. We're going to take about a 5-minute break to help you guys answer your questions about which kit you want to get started on. If you're a 3 or even if you're a 2, thinking I'm going to get started on the challenge, I want to get, I want to get it for free, maybe I'll promote the challenge. Stick around. In about 5 minutes, we're going to go through a quick getting started training. And I want to give you guys step by step what we did, what we do company-wide to make a difference. And you know what, Ken, they want us to talk about what you have in your hand.
Yeah, coming up on December 1st, right back here at 9:30 a.m., they're going to host the Madranos, the Gibbs, and the Wests are going to host a local success training. And guys, this is a little more intensive training. It's an opportunity to kind of get the nuts and bolts of things and how we promote the challenge, how simple it is, it's amazing that it takes us 4 hours to train you how to push play on a blender or play on a DVD player and talk on a cell phone and blend on a blender. But that's really what we do. But it's mindset training. There's a lot more in that training. And so coming up December 1st, they're going to have that training here. So you're getting that flyer out right now. Anything else you need from us right now? Good?
Oh, yeah, I was going to do that in the GST, but if there are any promoters thinking about sneaking out of here, your ambassadors are all giving away 2 registrations to the Regional Success Training coming up. I don't know about you guys, but I'm so excited there's a Regional Success Training in Kansas City.
Yeah.
So we met many of your ambassadors for the first time. When they saw this big old pregnant woman waddling up when we just got started. But they are giving away 2. It's very important, 2 per ambassador. It is very important that those be completely filled out, credit card information and everything to win, guys. And we're gonna give away several of those tonight. But if you are sneaking out or thinking about it, I wouldn't do it. Because we are gonna give you, step by step, what we did, what we're doing to grow so fast, and how you can be a part of changing thousands of lives. So it'll definitely be worth sticking around a little bit, keeping that babysitter a little bit longer. I think that's it for like the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks, guys. We appreciate you.
Thank you.